Overwatch 2 retail patch notes for April 11th, 2023 preview, aka the Season 4 patch notes. Fight for a better future in Season 4. Our newest support hero, Lifeweaver, who hails from Thailand and wields BioLite, enters the fray. Take combat to the cosmos for the new battle pass featuring Mythic Space Conquer Sigma, and earn free rewards and events happening throughout the season. Introducing Lifeweaver. Scientist and artist and activist, Overwatch's latest hero, entwines the beauty of nature with the practicality of science. He dreams of healing the world. Lifeweaver has been added to the lineup. Healing Blossom, hold to charge a healing burst, release to heal a targeted ally. I don't know why they don't give numbers. It actually kind of bothers me that they don't give numbers. I'll tell everything off the top of my head. 65 for healing for full charge. Thorn Volley rapidly fires a spread of projectiles. It is 5 per bullet, fires 2 bullets at a time, so for a total of 10 per shot. Pedal Platform throws a platform that springs upward when stepped on, 12-second cooldown. Rejuvenating Dash forward or dash towards your traveling direction and slightly heal yourself. It's like a Hanzo dash, 5 seconds, and it heals yourself for 25 health. Life Grip, pull an ally to your location, protecting them as they travel. It doesn't cleanse, but it fortifies them and makes them immortal. It's on a 20-second cooldown. Tree of Life, place a tree that instantly heals allies upon sprouting and continues healing periodically as it lives. It does a 150 burst and then does bursts of 50 over the next, I don't know how long it lasts, but it does 550 healing, I think. It has 1,000 HP. Parting Gift passive, on death, drop a gift that heals the first enemy or ally to pick it up. If it's an ally, they get 250 health. If it's enemy, they get 75. General updates. This patch is a rebase and will require a large download for all platforms. Accessibility, added a setting to select custom colors for health, armor, shields, and overhealth. In health bars, improved preview features for custom color settings with different preview background. Okay, so nice colorblind settings. That's awesome. I know a lot of people who are colorblind wanted some setting changes. And on top of that, some people who aren't actually colorblind just like customizing their interface and making it look cool. So this is actually kind of insane. Pay attention. This is real. Pay attention. Wake up! I know this part can be a little boring. Stranded spawn system. Regrouping with your team after getting stranded in a spawn room has never been easier. Spawn rooms that shut due to a capturing or losing an objective will now remain partially active for 7 seconds. While you can't still change heroes in the spawn rooms, other new features have been activated. In these stranded spawns, the doors remain locked for the opposing team, the healing field remains active, and you can use the interact key to instantly teleport to the new spawn room. So, Gibraltar's second point, right? Or sorry, when you lose first point, in that spawn room that's under the ship, if you lose first point, in old Overwatch, everyone pushed through the choke and got staggers that spawned late. Those no longer exist. If you're in that spawn room for 7 seconds, you can just press a button and you teleport to second point spawn now. No more getting staggered. No more staggering the enemies. That is a fundamental change to the way maps will be played. I don't know if it also applies to push. I know it applies to escort and hybrid, but I don't think it applies. I don't know if it applies or not to hybrid. We'd have to test. Matchmaking. Backfilling players in unranked modes will now prioritize finding players close to the skill level of the other players in the match. Minor optimizing for large groups improves matchmaking quality. Wait, what? So it's gonna make it slower? That's not good. All right, competitive updates. Top 500 leaderboard eligibility. Players will now required to do 25 competitive matches to be able to enter top 500 leaderboard. Okay, that's nothing new. Competitive lever penalty changes. Matches left in different competitive queues are still considered separate for the purpose of determining the lengths of suspension or receiving a seasonal ban for competitive play. The start of a new competitive season also no longer fully resets the severity of these suspensions and bans. They should hopefully prevent players from leaving competitive games at the end of a season without facing meaningful consequences at the beginning of the next. Whoa. So basically, if someone at the end of the season starts going crazy and just starts leaving games left and right, the next season isn't just going to be like, oh, you're now forgiven. Matches left in competitive play will also have a more negative effect on a player's skill tier and division after a 5-win competitive update. So leaving actually is going to punish you harder now Poor Emog and his computer turning off all the time. Competitive point reward changes. I'm not going to go too deep in this. This is basically for gold guns and stuff. I wish they'd add something else. But ending in bronze will now earn 300 competitive points, previously 65. Ending in silver will now earn 450 competitive points, previously 125. Ending in gold will now earn you 600 competitive points, previously 250. Ending in platinum will give you 800 competitive points, previously 500. Ending in diamond will now give you 1,000 competitive points, previously 750. Ending in masters will now earn 1,200 competitive points, previously 1,250, and ending in Grandmaster now earns 1,500 competitive points, previously 1,750. Wait, okay, listen, I'm all for giving more points to the lower, but why did they take away more for the higher rank? Yo, listen, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just telling you right now, chat, if Blizzard treated the rest of the player base the way they treat GM top 500 players, you guys would all quit. I'll be real with you. Like, I'm not trying to be dramatic about competitive points. I don't give a about them. But like, let's say tomorrow they took away stacking for all ranks, you guys would go bananas. Like people, like the player base would go bananas if you guys couldn't play with your friends anymore. Same thing happened with rank resets. Just an FYI, if you're someone who doesn't like rank resets and you thought it was a bad system, we had those since season 23 in Overwatch 1. We had that for 2 years and told everyone it sucked. Just saying. So, I don't know why they took away points for the top, but they gave more to the bottom. Like, why not just keep it the same and then give more at the bottom? That just feels stupid. Anyways, competitive challenge titles. Ending in Diamond rank and Open Queue will earn the Diamond Challenger. Oh, sorry, Diamond Open Challenger. Okay, this is nice. So basically, people were hard cheesing this by getting challenger roles in open queue, and then it would basically, they'd go into roll queue and be like, oh, look at me, I'm top 500 open queue. I just says top 500. And they were realistically like fucking plat. They were terrible. So I like that. That's a good change. Competitive match rank. An initial loading screen will show the participants of the competitive match. Will no longer show an icon at the top of the screen will now show, not no longer, will now show an icon at the top of the screen representing the average skill tier and division of all the players in the match. This should provide a players with a better comparison of their own rank to the players in the match. So it won't show individual now, but it will show the whole lobby. I don't actually think that does a whole lot, but I don't know. It's something. Seasonal rank decay removed. With Season 4, a player's competitive rank will no longer be reduced at the beginning of season. So what we were just talking about. Furthermore, the effects of the reduction of rank from previous seasons will also be removed. Depending on how many games they played during the previous season, most players will see their skill tier division increase. Uh-oh. A player's skill tier division and division at the beginning of Season 4 will now closely match the matchmaking's estimate of your current skill. Uh-oh. Everyone's already talking about rank inflation. Oh god, it's gonna get worse. It's just like the economy. The inflation won't stop. Please help. Competitive skill updates and progression. Both the competitive progress and competitive update screens will now include information about a player's loss and ties as well as their wins. Pog, good change. Now you don't have those players who come into my chat and they go, Flitz, I won 5 games, got deranked. What the heck? Brother, you lost 12. What do you mean? You went 5 and 12. You didn't win 5. You went 5 and 12. So now it shows your losses and draws. Pog. The competitive update screen will also now provide players with an indication of their current percentage progress within a skill tier division. That's a big one. It will now provide players with an indication of their current percentage progress within a skill division. This will hopefully make it clear to see how the results of games played during the update affected a player's skill tier and division. It is possible for players to have a positive win-loss record but not go up a skill division because the progress occurs entirely within a single division. This new message will allow players to see that they did in fact make positive progress, just not enough to reach a new skill tier or division. So we're just doing SR without SR. Basically the way Apex does stuff where your number moves in between a division. At least that's what it sounds like. Or at least a percentage. At least a percentage within that division. This is a similar message with competitive updates for players who are Grandmaster 1 but are not yet on the top 500 leaderboard. This should provide players with feedback about their progress towards earning a spot on the top 500 leaderboard. Nice, because that was a big problem for people who are GM1. They didn't know how many games they had to win to get top 500. I'm actually not top 500 right now, and I think I need 1 or 2 games to get back in. And but like, yeah. Anyways, so remember a cardboard, Ryan? Yeah, we need to talk. hero updates, tank Reinhardt. Armor health reduced from 300 to 250. Base health increased from 175 to 200. So they removed 50 armor and replaced it with 25 health. Yeah, that's the Ryan killer patch. Ryan is now dead in GM. That's it. Ryan's toast. Goodbye. This feels very much like the Overwatch 1 patch that killed Ryan off for like a year. So I hope you guys enjoyed your one season of Ryan. Unfortunately, the gold players were doing too much with Ryan, so thus they had to nerf him. So let's see. Reinhardt has been overperforming after the recent increases to his offensive capabilities. Those changes have been playing well, so to adjust his overall power, we're reducing his overall health through his armor and reduction. This is the classic case of we design a game in an open field with no cover, and there's different characters you can pick with a gun, a sniper, and Reinhardt's the guy with a knife. And so instead of buffing his ability to make it to the guy with the sniper, increasing the health or damage resistance so he can actually use his weapon, they just make the knife do more damage, aka it's fucking useless. Probably the lower ranks can probably still play Ryan, but high rank play, Ryan's probably gone next season. Sigma, another change I don't know why is happening, because Sigma is legitimately probably the most balanced tank in Overwatch 2. Sigma's accretion, impact damage reduced from 60 to 40, 80 total damage with explosion, knockdown duration increased from 0.8 to 1.1. So they're lowering the amount of damage that it does, but increasing the stun duration, so longer CC, less burst damage. Developer comment like Roadhog's chain hook, Sigma's accretion and primary fire combo has been highly lethal and can feel like a guaranteed kill against 200 HP targets. I don't agree with this. This is absolutely stupid. Roadhog's fucking hook and Sigma's rock are not comparable on one-shot abilities. Roadhog's literally snatched people away from fucking their like babies out of their crib. Sigma, you have to launch the rock, hit them, and then they fall, and you have to follow the trajectory of where they go. If they're on high ground, you have to follow the arc, and if they're on low ground, if they're further enough away, there's actually time for them to recover. I don't understand this change. This literally just a hard nerf to Sigma, makes him worse to play, and makes him less of a duelist in 1v1s. The tank has gone downhill in the last couple patches, and it's continuing to keep sliding. We're reducing the damage slightly to require an additional volley of primary fire. So basically they're saying, oh, yeah, you didn't like the rock and then left click combo to kill somebody. Now you have to fire 2 left clicks, but this 0.8 to 1.1 isn't long enough to actually hit 2 left clicks. It's not long enough. So they're just going to stand up and they're going to walk away. So good luck. Sigma's now a poke tank. Anyways, and that was probably the most fun part of his kit. So another not good change. Next up is damage for Cassidy. Base health reduced from 225 to 200. In Overwatch 1, he got buffed to 225 health, and everyone hated it and was like, what the hell are you doing? To be honest with you, I actually don't mind the 225 health nowadays, but I'm okay with putting it to 200 because he's become very strong recently. But he got the hit with the double nerf, and then they also reduced his magnetic grenade from 131 to 120. Magnetic grenade only requires 1 additional primary shot. After sticking it to a target, it was too reliable to execute on. Even though it only works at close range, we're reducing the total damage of the magnetic grenade, evenly split between the direct target and damage and explosion. The reduced fall-off damage buff his primary fire. Wait, the reduced fall-off damage buff to his primary fire received recently enables Cassidy to play from safer engagement ranges now, so we're reducing his health back to 200. I understand that. It's not a terrible change. I'm okay with it. Like, you know, it's you know, Cass did probably need a small change. I think it's time, though, to probably take the L and get rid of Magnetic Grenade, because that was a really bad change in Overwatch 2. Don't bring back Flashbang, but maybe we could replace it with something different. Maybe I would think of like an akimbo, where you could pull up a second shooter for like 6 shots. We can go boom, 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 and maybe it does less damage or something. Who knows? Something that we could also keep the high skill cap of the left clicks of Cassidy. But anyways, next. Now let's get into the crazy shit. Sombra. EMP can now disable Blizzard. We are expanding Sombra's EMP turnoffs and keep it consistent with how it affects her device-controlled ultimates. By the way, EMP can also turn off, say it with me, the Lifeweaver tree can, boop, the tree goes bye-bye. She can also hack his platform and it just falls out of the sky and explodes. So Sombra, this patch, has actually gotten crazy interaction buffs with other characters. Sombra is legitimately kind of spooky now. Support on a sleep dart. This one, another one. I don't understand. It's gonna really f with the muscle memory of support players. Maximum duration on tank heroes reduced by 30% from 5 to 3.5 seconds, which means if you sleep a tank target, he's not asleep for 5 seconds. He's only asleep for 3.5 seconds. Don't worry. In your games, everyone wakes the sleeping target anyways. Developer comments. We've been watching how effective sleep dart has been in 5v5 gameplay. It hasn't been overly disruptive as a whole, but since it is significantly more reliable to land against tank heroes due to their large hitboxes, and even more valuable to do so with only one tank on the field, we're reducing its maximum duration against those targets. That's not technically wrong, but I really don't like the idea of like getting into percentage differences for abilities versus tanks. And I'm a tank player, like that benefits me, and I don't even like it. So I don't know. Brig. Now we get into the real spooky shit. I wonder if people have been watching this video right now. They're probably getting here right about now. I did something, and I recorded something for this video. I'll show you in a minute, specifically for this. Rally. Brig now gains 100 restorable armor health pool for the duration of rally. So just so you know, that means Brig would have 150 armor during her ultimate. Reinhardt as a tank has 250 now. He has 100 armor more. She's got more armor than most of the tanks, and getting close to the amount of armor is the most armored tank in the game. Brig no longer gradually builds temporary health against nearby allies. Doesn't matter, right? Rally's a million times better anyways. Rally now upgrades her barrier shield, increasing both its size and its health. This is not a joke. Barrier health increased from 300 to 750 during the ultimate. During rally, Shield Bash now impacts multiple enemies and briefly stuns them. Bonus movement speed reduced from 30 to 15 and range reduced from 30 to 25 meters. If you have not seen what this looks like, let me show you what it looks like. This is me recording this yesterday. Let me show you this absolute fury. You're not ready for what I'm about to show you.
I can protect you. Rally to me.
It stuns. What? It stuns multiple people. Let me show you that again, and just in case you maybe had something in your eyes and you didn't realize what you just saw. Watch both bots.
Rally to me.
They both get stunned. 3, 2, 1. They both get stunned. They actually made Brig better than Reinhardt. It's officially happened. Anyways, though, if you want to know my reaction to the... So, Future Flats, aka me, what is your reaction? What the f are you doing? Dude, Brig was already good. Dude, this is literally for all the silver TikTok players who go, Brig is bad. Brig is bad. Yeah, no, Brig is bad. If you int into a Reinhardt and you die, of course Brig is bad. That's not how Brig's supposed to be played. This literally shored us up the last weakness of Brig. Remember Overwatch 1, how Brig killed the game? Oh, she's back, baby. Brig is back. And I'm talking not only just strong, I'm talking probably going to be the most dominant support in the game. And it's not even going to be close. Next up, a very controversial character always, Mercy. Kincaid's staff healing per second increased from 40 to 55. They're reverting the heal drop from last season. Healing is no longer increased for allies under half health. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, finally. For those who didn't see, I played some Overwatch yesterday. I played 21 games of ranked, and I basically just questioned, why do I still play this game? And I primaled someone into a corner, and I literally couldn't kill them because of Mercy was healing them. It actually was not possible because of the below 55 health thing. It's actually insane. Thank fucking God it's gone. And even better, they listened to Mercy players and they gave back the 1.5 second Guardian Angel. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm happy for you guys. Listen, you guys know getting rid of the under half health thing is a good thing. You guys can have your movement back. I want y'all to be happy. Just thank God that demonic below half health thing's gone. Okay, I don't actually understand what this means, but I'm sure someone will. Jump and crouch cancel active ability state duration increased from 1 to 1.5 seconds. The jump and crouch cancel active ability state can no longer be manually interrupted to begin the cooldown early. Yeah, I have no clue what any of that fucking means. I'm sure if you're a Mercy connoisseur, you'll figure it out. Support role passive healing is now active during the duration of Valkyrie, which means that she's just going to be slowly healing the entire time. Makes her a little bit more tanky, but not as tanky as she was. I actually lost the game yesterday because of the Valkyrie change, where like their tank was below half health, they popped Valk, and their whole team stood there, and you couldn't kill the Mercy. It wasn't possible. Like she literally was getting like, it was getting like 128 heals per second. It was fucking wild. The recent rate increase to Mercy's Guardian Angel jump mobility still needs to be kept in check in some way. But while the last iteration was simple, it also had some unintended effects, such as not being ready to use GA again after flying in to use Resurrect. This revision provides more. This is also, isn't this like the Skiesti argument? Bog. This revision provides more flexibility and allows Mercy to opt into an additional 1.5 second cooldown when using the increased mobility from the jump, crouch, cancel options. Otherwise, waiting for the base cooldown time. The increased healing multiplier condition on the Kincaidus staff was increased to help Mercy players feel more agency in trying to help save critical health allies. It was awful. And depth to her healing mechanics without changing the total time to heal the full health. However, the overall rebalance of the healing values received significant negative feedback, both from those playing Mercy and those playing against it. There wasn't a satisfying middle ground where we could reduce the potency of this effect while still having it feel impactful, so we're reverting it. Thank you. Moira! Why the f are we doing these? Fade can now be activated during Coalescence. The one time she's actually not, like, she's actually vulnerable. They gave her Fade during Coalescence. Coalescence bonus movement speed reduced from 50 to 40%. Biotic Grasp lingering healing duration increased from 2 to 3 seconds. Being able to use Fade during a Coalescence ultimate gives Moira more play-making ability by being able to reposition even more quickly and avoiding potential threats with quick reactions due to the more speed out of brain. Due to the more spread out playstyle of Value 5, we're increasing the lingering heal duration of her primary fire, meaning it will heal more in total. Let me say that again. We're increasing the lingering heal duration for her primary fire, meaning it will heal more in total. We literally just listened to TikTok, apparently. I don't know. Actually, wait a minute. TikTok hates Moira. Wait, we're on the same side for once. Wait a minute. Never mind. I take it back. Yeah, so Moira gets some crazy buffs. Fucking Valk's back, or Mercy's back to normal. Happy for you. Brig is just going to be the most broken character in the game. We're back to Overwatch 1. Ana got some really stupid change. Cass, I'm okay with it, but it's like, meh. Sigma gets a dumbass change. Reinhardt probably just killed the character for high-level play. Wow. And I don't say this lightly, but this is bad. And the reason I say this is bad is because this isn't even a shake-up patch. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the beginning of the season, we were told it was going to be big patch notes to shake up the meta. This literally doesn't shake. Genji's still dog. Mei is actually still, like, low-key really strong. Sombra gets some small buffs just to be, like, more pesky and annoying. They made the more annoying support characters stronger. They made the support characters that everyone likes playing not as fun or a little bit weirder changed. Sigma, which was arguably the most balanced tank in the game, is gone. Reinhardt arguably was pretty balanced, maybe a little strong, but, like, no, it required coordination in a lot of ways, so, like, it was fine, at least in my opinion. Some people say it's biased, but I also really give opinions on a lot of things that people agree with and they don't think it's biased. So, like, why the one time when I say it's my character, it's always biased, I'll never understand. Ball is still really strong. Doomfist still kind of, like, is weird. Like, he's not bad, he just feels weird. I don't know. Og is actually low-key kind of slept on right now, but people would argue he's probably bad. Pharah is actually extremely strong. Just nobody really plays Pharah, and NA EU is, like, full of Pharah. Like, there's so many changes that they could have made to really, quote, shake up the game. And I feel like there was, like, one change that was good, which is, like, the Mercy change. Maybe two if you check the Cass ones as well. really disappointed with these patch notes. And you combine this with this new Life Weaver character that's going to probably be half a troll character. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, and yeah, I'm not even done yet. Yeah, isn't there some bug fixes? Let me get to the bug fixes. So map pools has been disabled. All maps are now in rotation. Atlantis, cool map, W. Season 4 map lighting. Okay, so all the maps are back in rotation. Major W, thank God. No more just Widow Sniper maps. Workshop updates, but here we go. Ready? There's actually some more changes technically. Where is it? There's an important one. Heroes. Ash. Fixed a bug that allowed Ash to gain ultimate while Bob was active. That's been in the game for like 3 years. The bug that lets Ash gain ultimate while it has Bob out. The bug. The fact that this is down here is such a joke. Why is this listed as a bug? That's not a bug. If something's in the game for multiple years, it's no longer a bug. It's a feature. If you say this has to be listed as a patch notes change, you know how many people don't scroll to the bug changes? Like, first off, 1, maybe 2% of the players actually go to the forums and look at the patch notes. I would say 10% of players even understand the patch notes. Like, they hear about it, or they read about it, or they watched a video or something. Maybe 20%. The amount of people who actually make it this far to bugs is insane. You know how many people are going to be using bomb? Like, why am I not getting ult charge? They don't know about the change. Insane. Fix the bug with Cassie's Deadeye not taking armor mitigation into account when results in a killing blow. The Marbler video. Fix the bug with damage multiplied, requiring the same target before Deadeye completed. Yeah, so the Marbler video bugs are going to be fixed. Doomfist Seismic Slam. Let me see. I think there's another bug fix in here that's kind of relevant, isn't it? Oh, the Swift Step for Kiriko has been busted for a bit. That's fixed. Fixed a bug where Sombra's footsteps remain silent to players who detected her. I've actually experienced that before. Yeah, I guess it will end up being a surprise. I'm pretty sure there's one more patch note somewhere, or some very obscure thing that they're changing with, like, it's either like May or Cassidy. Like, for example, the Sombra one, this wasn't in the test. Like, when we got to test the stuff, this didn't exist. So I don't know how this is going to end up being. But there's like some other obscure change that is coming. I'll try to remember when I see it. But anyways, though, that's all the patch notes. I'm not going to lie. Big spooky season 4. I will say the content looks pretty good. Like, on paper, they kind of kill it this season on, like, releasing a bunch of stuff. Like, it looks like there's really cool shit coming, like this Star Watch limited time event. I think actually, like, the Zeus event might be coming back for a little bit. There's a lot of cool stuff that they're gonna, like, supposedly being released. But, in my personal opinion, it's not that much different than the previous seasons. It's just that they now understand to market it all in one bundle, so it looks like more. Like, for, you know what I mean? Like, because, like, the past seasons, like, we got random events. Like, we had, like, the Hanzo Cupid event that kind of popped out of nowhere. We had the April Fool's event that kind of popped out of nowhere. They don't, like, talk about that early in advance. It seems like they're trying to get everybody hype by talking about everything this time, which is what they should have been doing the whole time. But I ain't gonna lie, I am big scared for the balance of the game again. I actually cannot believe the Brig changes. I like, you know, it's bad when I got sent this and I thought it was a meme. Like, I actually thought I thought someone actually, like, was fucking with me. I didn't think it was real. So, I don't know, man. It's gonna be an interesting season. Anyways, there's my take for it. See y'all in season 4.